It looks highly flammable.
There's no smoke without fire.
It looks flammable. Oh,
It looks
no.
flammable, so
Uh-oh.
maybe that's
Wait a
something to
minute.
do with the
Let's
catchy
see
smoke
what
thing.
it's gonna... So here's King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with... What was it called again?
Catching smoke.
Catching Smoke. That's right. Let's hear it.
Cocoa hobbies. So give me just a couple hours. Starting fires with soft timber. Little lover, magic powers. Everybody here is catching snow, looking for the ephemeral. Swallowing the sun in the moonlight room, standing at the foot of the rainbow. Everybody here is catching snow, looking for the ephemeral. Under the yellow belly brown snake, sipping on hidden years.
This is not what I was expecting at all. This is quite different than their other, the other videos we
Yeah.
did, isn't it?
I was just going to say the same thing.
It's cool, though.
The
This is
previous,
like-
the videos that we've seen of theirs were more like hard rock or psychedelic rock.
Right, like psychedelic or progressive
Yeah.
rock. This is more
This
like
start
what is this like? This is more
it's
like
totally different.
electronic-y, right? But I mean, they've got like the three
Keyboards, a lot more
different
keyboard
keyboards,
sounds.
or like a one piano and a couple of keyboards. I'm not sure what they all were.
Keyboard and a
but
and-
yes, some different.
and it's a
keyboard
different
sounds.
look for them, you know. This
Well,
is a
what
different look
is
for
that?
these guys.
I thought
Well,
it was like a big
at first I was going to say, wow, they
piece
sure
of something, but
they sure dress up. Yeah, they clean up. You know, they clean up nice with them suits and everything, and then
With
it
them
zooms in. It's like,
suits.
hang on, what the hell is this guy wearing?
no,
don't know,
what
it
is
looks like
that?
a-
Is that like bird feathers or bark? What the heck?
It looks like I don't know, like he's in a chrysalis or something. That's the
Oh, is he like
you know, like some kind of a bug thing, or is it something to do with
catching
smoke?
Catching smoke, like a
Is he like
catching smoke.
is he tobacco or something? I don't know what is this. Like, tobacco
Or is it
leaves?
like a?
What is
Well, I
that?
mean, like catching smoke brings up to me like kind of like shamanic rituals, kind of imagery.
Oh, I suppose it could. Yeah.
But and if he's like a, if he's in a cocoon or something,
That's what I thought, like a kind of cocoon chrysalis thing.
yeah, interesting. Okay.
And it all seems like wooden. Or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like tree bark,
Bark.
or it's like a
Bark and
combination of tree
roots.
bark and feathers or something. I don't know. My screen's not that great. Let's go.
Looks
ahead.
flammable anyway. And in which case, it
It looks highly.
there's no smoke without fire.
It looks flammable. Oh,
It looks
no.
flammable, so
Uh-oh.
ing that's
Wait a
something to do
minute.
with the
Let's
catchy
see
smoke thing.
What's gonna happen here? All right, let's get going.
It's all I need to inscribe my epitaph while I flow. Oh, me, just paranoid. My happiness is in my pocket. It cost me $25.
Yeah, a bit of a switch up.
There we go.
Oh yeah, butterfly wings.
Yeah.
Time to self-indulgence. Inside my pocket,
Whoa.
it cost me $25. Baby, we cook a hobbies. Give me just a couple hours. Starting fires with suffocating the battle of the magic powers. Everybody here is catching smoke, looking for the ephemeral. Swallowing the sun in the moonlight room, standing at the foot of the rainbow. Everybody here is catching smoke, looking for the ephemeral. Running on the yellow belly brown snake, sipping on hidden wisdom. Catching smoke, catching smoke, catching smoke, catching smoke, catching smoke, catching smoke. Not enough hours in the night to keep me on this stinking horse. Everyone's rolling up pineapples, riding in the space between it all. Long live my decisions. Catching smoke, catching smoke, catching smoke, catching smoke, catching smoke, catching
That was delightful.
Well, that was a metamorphosis from
Yeah, that
beginning
was
of the beginning of the song till the
that
second half. Bit of a
was-
change there. So it was a chrysalis. He turned into like a butterfly in the end, and
Yeah, at first I thought it was like I was like, what is that? What's the brown?
I don't know the connection with the
Stuff.
smoke, but he's jamming with the pollen and the bees and everything.
That
so
was a
it's
beautiful
all
butterfly. They
That was a-
all everything transformed.
beautiful butterfly.
Not just him,
But-
the whole world around him.
Yeah, it got really dreamlike with the sounds. I see what you were saying. Like it's almost like a more of an electronic
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's
tune, as opposed to like the ones that we've seen, they're rock and roll stuff. But
yeah.
I thought it was cool. Yeah, very trippy, dreamlike, ethereal.
But yeah, it also quite surprising that it was so different than their other stuff. Now that just makes me want to hear more because now I'm like,
Right. These guys
they've got
probably range.
have that. Yeah, and they put out like 25 friggin' albums in 2 years or something like that. So
Did they?
yeah, so we got to watch all of them.
We're a bit late to the party.
We got to listen to all of them.
In space, no one gives a. In space, no